Big month for Nintendo Switch Sports bitchers out there. You finally have something to bitch about. Nintendo Switch Sports released, the long-awaited follow-up to the Wii series. My god, it felt like for the longest time, Nintendo was trying their damnedest to do anything but something with this branding again. Them publishing games like Go Vacation, Fitness Boxing, and developing ones like Ring Fit Adventure and Clubhouse Games proved to me that throughout the whole Switch generation, Nintendo's been gritting their teeth. They've wanted to do these casual games, but were probably worried after the Wii U's failure that this style of branding just didn't equate to sales anymore. Turned out, it did. You just had to know how to sell it. Switch Sports does what it sets out to do. It's a Wii Sports game on Nintendo Switch, but it doesn't go any further than that. And while it has a solid presentation and the controls work well, its lack of ambition, genuine replay value, character, new ideas, coherent direction, damn, I might not like this game, makes it hard to consider this anything more than just okay. 6 sports are included, a huge step up from Wii Sports 5 and Wii Sports Resorts 12 if you count negatives. Half of the sports are brought back from previous games, bowling, tennis, and Chambra, which was swordplay and resort, but I gotta hand it to Nintendo. The controls work really well here. They pretty much operate as they did back on the Wii, which is great since the Joy-Con motion controls, even if they can be more precise, I find to be more consistently finicky compared to the Wii remote. I mean, bowling in Clubhouse Games was okay, but definitely had its issues, whereas in Nintendo Switch Sports, things just feel right. This is some of the best feeling motion control on the system, though the Joy-Con small size definitely makes some of these sports feel a bit more awkward to play than on the Wii. But hey, that's where the new sports come in. We got badminton. Oh, boo. When I said this game lacks a coherent direction, this is what I mean. What is up with this lineup of sports? The 3 new ones either feel like variations of sports already in the game or something that doesn't feel like Wii Sports. Badminton should just be a sub-game you select when you pick tennis. They're too damn similar for this to be one of the only 6 sports available. And volleyball? Well, I'm way more open to its inclusion. The fact that it's played on a very similar court makes Nintendo Switch Sports visually feel incredibly repetitive. But hey, at least we have the final new inclusion, soccer, where you move with the left stick, jump with the B button, dash with ZL when you have stamina, swing both controllers down to do a header, swing while holding ZR down to pass to a teammate, swing just one in a direction to kick the ball there. Grandpa can't do this! Soccer, while it's a fun little inclusion, does not feel like it belongs in a Wii Sports game. Don't get me wrong, it's not complicated. It's complicated for Wii Sports. This feels more at home as a Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games mini-game, and even as that, it's kind of fun, but it's pretty much just a way slower Rocket League. Your stamina takes way too long to fill up after using it. There's only one field to play on. I find this sport to not really please anybody. It's too complicated for casual players, yet too simple and slow for the core ones. Not bad, but feels out of place in the package to me, which is kind of the basis of my problem with this game. It's a bit cobbled together. A bunch of different ideas that don't necessarily create a product with a clear direction. Included with the physical copy is the leg strap. What can you use it for? Funny mustache. At launch, this was only used in this one practice minigame mode in soccer where you're just shooting balls into the goal. You had to wait until July for an update that enables use of the leg strap in the regular soccer matches. Well, you know what they say, good things come to those who wait. And it's July. Why even include this with every copy of the game at that point? It just seems really wasteful. Is it just because other Wii Sports games were bundles of some sort, so you just threw this in to make it more of a deal? But this is the same damn leg strap included with Ring Fit Adventure. They didn't have to do anything to include this. No research and development, no manufacturing costs, no nothing. So at that point, if you're including this, why not pick sports that would actually use it? Instead of badminton, why not include kickball, track and field events like the long jump, American football, just anything that could actually make use of this thing. Because as it stands, it was obviously included just to give this game more of a presence on store shelves. Oh my god, big box, big no regret. Oh man, you know what would have given this game just as much of a presence as past Wii Sports titles? If it looked like a goddamn Wii Sports title. These characters, man, they just don't do it for me. Yes, you can use your Mii in the game, but it's very clear Nintendo Switch Sports is built around these new sports mates. They're all over the branding, they're the characters populating the world, all the unlockables are based around them. And let me tell you, as characters, they're fine, whatever. As avatars, they are god-awful. Everybody looks the same. You can't change height or weight. All the eye types are too similar. The hair options are unbelievably limiting. But that's only because more options are locked behind progression. What the hell kind of sense does that make? Make funny hats unlockable? Sure. Eye options though? And you can only unlock these by playing online over and over and over again. That's pretty much this game's only hook. There's nothing you get from playing single player or local multiplayer. It's all based around the online mode, which is crazy considering how one of Wii Sports' biggest problems back in the day was the lack of online multiplayer. Now it's the main focus, and it's kinda lame. Being a big focus and being here at all is great, but that's all this game is about, and it's not deep. It's literally just keep playing online to get more points, to get more customization for your sportsmate, which this doesn't incentivize me to keep playing. I have to trudge through hours of gameplay just to get some damn glasses to wear? Why couldn't there be a simple achievement system where it doesn't matter if you're playing online or locally, you get rewarded medals for high scores, or your points could unlock sub-modes for the sports, like 100-pin bowling or speed slice for Chambara. I don't care if there's 1,000 different cosmetics I can nab by playing online, because after like 2 hours, I've already seen everything substantial there is to do in this game. That's not to say it isn't fun to keep playing in multiplayer, but I'd say local is where it's at, dude. Just being able to talk, hang out with the other players in person. The online works well, but it wasn't designed with a deep enough loop to keep me engaged. And that's a problem when you promise content coming to the game that takes months to release. I don't care by the time it's actually out. So the soccer leg strap update took 3 months to launch, but Nintendo also promised golf in the game for release in the fall. 7 months later! Why did this take so long to come out? None of the holes are even new designs. This sport has been in every Wii Sports game at launch. I don't understand. Don't get me wrong. I think this is an alright game, and it can be good fun. But I just don't think it's deep enough to warrant ripping out any side modes or single-player endeavors to make online the focus, which is what tons of Nintendo's multiplayer games are doing nowadays. It's like you ask them, what is there to do in this game?
Just play online. You love this shit.
These games feel designed around the idea that they don't have to prove anything to the player. The player already wants to spend 20 hours in the game playing online multiplayer, but like, no. Give me a reason to want to play for 20 hours. Hook me in, do something other than just assume including online multiplayer increases the replay value to infinity, because it doesn't. Decent enough game, though it does feel pretty cobbled together with the light amount of content, the updates coming months later, and the overall lack of ambition. It feels like just a Wii Sports type game on Switch, and nothing more. But for what it is, I think it's still a pretty quality title that you can get some good fun out of. I hate this game, but for what it is, I like it.